You're listening to WSTU Stewart.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
Well, a very pleasant good evening. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock, and you're on Small Biz Florida right here on WPSL and WSTU with Mr. Tom Kindred.
Thank you, sir, and welcome to another segment and installment of Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast. It's all things business across the Treasure Coast and the entire state of Florida. Small Biz Florida is brought to you by the Florida Small Business Development Center right here at Indian River State College. And that's all I'm going to say on introduction tonight, because there's like 30 people here for guests. So we got to get right to the show tonight, Greg. You don't have any announcements, do you?
Nope.
No. Greg, the parking lot looked like you were giving away free airtime or something tonight. Listen, we do. We have one of our favorite people with us tonight, Angela Brazil, and it's Angela. I got to ask now. Time flies when you're having fun. You come every year because you've always been the producer and the host and the creator and the founder and the facilitator of the Treasure Coast Minority Small Business Summit. Mm-hmm. But did you do it last year? I can't remember. Did you do one in 2020?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, sir. We had a virtual edition.
Right. Okay.
It was very successful.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Mm-hmm. So this is, again, what year is this for the Minority Business Summit?
The fifth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, great. Well, welcome back. You are an annual guest here on Small Biz Florida, and we're happy to have you back. And I'm glad the Minority Business Summit is up and running again this year. So let's get right to it. You got a lot of your presenters, which I want to get to with us tonight. So Angela, just give us a little bit of a background on you, and then tell us a little bit of the history of the summit and what's going to happen this Saturday.
Well, basically, I come from the radio industry as well, marketing and advertising industry, 30 plus years of in being in that arena. And after I exited,
a friendly competitor.
Yeah, I heard that. After I exited, I just trying to figure out, what I was going to do with my life, because I was still kind of young, and I started an advertising agency, and I started focusing on the black business community and just whatever I could do to assist the black business community. And maybe a year after I was out on my own, the city of Fort Pierce approached me about doing an expo, and I had that as one of my bucket list events, and we made it happen. So nice. 2017, we made the first one happen. Technically, and the expo, even though it's a minority business expo, is open to veterans, sure, women, everybody, but it was kind of a focus on, black business, black consumers, and things of that nature.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before we get into some of your speakers, which I can't wait to talk to, give us the details of when, where, times.
Basically, it's going to be at the Harriet L. Finn Center on Virginia Avenue in Fort Pierce. Kickoff is at 9 a.m. on Saturday, August the 21st. And it goes, and the first session starts at 10, and every hour on top of the hour, there's 3 speakers. We have 3 breakout sessions that will be going simultaneously, giving their expertise in whatever field that they are subject matter experts in.
Okay. All right. And give us just a kind of a quick overview. What can a participant that comes out, and it's this coming Saturday, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what can a participant expect if they come out at 9, and what can they expect? They're going to see some local businesses, and they're going to be able to participate in some presentations by some very powerful speakers that we're going to talk to here in a minute.
Yeah. Well, I'll let Mr. Joel Borgello, Chico Studios have partnered with us this year to help with the marketing, advertising, vendors, and things of that nature. And he has a very good grasp on what people will
Excellent. Joel, it's Joel Borgello, who is the owner of Treasure Coast Communications and Marketing. And Joel, I understand this year you're kind of a partner in the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo.
Yes, I am, but I have to make a quick correction. My wife is the owner. I just work for her.
Okay, well,
You know,
don't
I gotta
don't
go
we
home
all?
Tonight. I gotta go home tonight. So
That sounds familiar.
let me just fix that real quick. No, but
Right.
since I've moved to Port St. Lucie from New York about 9 years ago, there was always one name I've always heard about: AB, Angela Brazel, and she's been a constant figure in the community, always trying to connect people and help somebody move forward on whatever it is she does. And she's always participating in after-school activities with the kids, always been a resource. So for me, when I first came out here, I reached out to her a couple of times, and she helped me on things. And a lot of them she doesn't even remember. So that's her spirit, that's our heart. So the expo is a reflection of that. At the end of the day, she's made it extremely affordable for nonprofits and businesses to get together, get a chance to not only present themselves and their businesses, but also present who they are as a person, as a business owner. She gives them an opportunity to speak on the stage for a few minutes. Then she picks experts within the community that are pretty prominent, pretty successful, to lend their time for about an hour and a half via 2 sessions, twice during that day, 3 different classes simultaneous. So it's a lot of free information, and we encourage the community to come out. There's going to be a lot of free swag available. People can pick up. If you need some more pens with company logos on it and some cups, maybe some frisbees.
Yes.
So we're giving away cups and pens. I'm in the mix as well. But we're looking forward to meeting people and really getting to understand who they are, know their business, and give them an opportunity to meet the people they may potentially do business with.
And I'm pretty sure that the SBDC booth will have some pins there.
Okay,
So
great.
I think you're right, Joel.
Great.
If you need another pin, we'll have some.
Oh, good. We can
That's
get
right.
some for the studio.
That's right. And we might even have a highlighter, too. So,
No, now you're showing off.
yeah. Again, I've had the privilege and the honor and the great opportunity. We've participated, I believe, every year that the event has been live at the Finn Center, and we've always enjoyed it, had a good time, and met some great business folks and had some good conversations. So we're looking forward to it. I believe Clifton Vaughn, our Fort Pierce based. A consultant with the SBDC will be there, and I'm sure that there will be others of us popping in and out throughout the day. So we're looking forward to it, as I always do. So, again, Joel, I guess so. Just very quickly before we move on, again, just back to that question: what? Besides the presentations, you're going to have, there are exhibitors there, vendors, businesses,
Yes.
presentations.
Yes.
That's kind of the big picture.
Yeah, so definitely that's the big picture, and we jumped on board with her as a presenting partner this year because a lot of the times business requires some sort of marketing budget or marketing assistance. So what we've done this year as a sponsors, we've allowed all of the speakers to come in and do a video presentation in order to promote the activity of the event. But at T-Coast Studios or Treasure Coast Communications and Marketing, we're a full-service advertising agency. We also own the Better Living and Marketplace magazine that goes to 30,000 homes in Treasure Coast, mailed for free. We have a television production studio at the facility, and we are launching. You can actually see some of the shows we've produced on TreasureCoastTelevision.com. And we provide social media marketing, and we also own Treasure Coast Printers. So we're a full-service advertising and marketing agency, and our partnership long-term with Angela is making all of these things affordable so that they can participate in mixed media-based marketing. So
How does someone get in touch with your organization, Joel?
TCoastStudios.com. Like Thomas Coast, COAST Studios.com is the best way. But I'm good on SEO. So you could just Google us. We'll pop up, I promise.
All right.
And we could do that for you, too.
All right. Well, now we're going to move. Angela has done a great job in bringing some of her very powerful speakers that are going to present. So I'd like to let's introduce and have a quick conversation. Let's start at the top, maybe, of the agenda. We'll start with Amber Batchelor, again, a great collaborator with the Florida SBDC. Amber is the keynote speaker, I believe. For the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo. Welcome to Small Biz Florida, Amber.
Really nice to to be here virtually. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you taking time out tonight. So talk a little bit about your involvement in the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo and give us a little sneak peek of what you'll be presenting on as the keynote presenter.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for this 5th anniversary, I'm so grateful to be able to be the keynote speaker. And the focus of my conversation is, and Angela's so creative and she's a wordsmith, but so the title is The Confessions of a Black Female CEO. We are a rarity amongst our counterparts in the United States, and women are a rarity as a CEO. And often what we find is it's because we don't share our stories, we don't share our experiences, we don't share our lessons learned and best practices. So I will be very excited to share 3 key special stories that will hopefully lay the groundwork for someone else to walk along this path that many have paved before me, before I even got here.
Right. And talk about, again, the organization that you're with.
Absolutely. So I currently serve as the president and CEO and managing partner of Batchelor and Bradley Insights Group. So I too have a business partner who's my spouse. So Joel, I definitely can sympathize with you. And we have been in business
Angela,
together for quite some time. That's my husband. So we are excited to be able to provide performance excellence experience and consulting work. And we work with businesses, governments and municipalities, as well as nonprofit organizations in key areas that most of those groups need help with in terms of performance management. And I also have the pleasure and privilege of serving as the Sumter County, Georgia Chamber of Commerce President and CEO, working very specifically on business recovery for small businesses. And we are in a majority minority community where over 60% of the community that we serve are either Black or Spanish speaking rather, with a background in like Hispanic, Latina, Latino. So we're really excited to make sure that we're focusing on business recovery during this post-pandemic era.
Important work at this point. All right, Amber, how does one get in touch with your organization? How could we find you?
So bbinsightsgroup.com. So Batchelor and Bradley Insightsgroup.com.
Okay.
We would love for you to check out our website. Let us know what your challenges are so we'd be able to help you. So B as in Batchelor, B as in Bradley, Insights with an S, group.com. Thank you so much, Tom.
But we're gonna we're gonna actually see you on Saturday, correct?
You will
That's
see
right.
me on
Okay.
Saturday.
Looking forward to it. Yes.
So I'll be there Saturday. I look forward to seeing you and hopefully catching up a little bit,
Yes, ma'am.
answering any questions that attendees have.
All right, beautiful. Look forward to seeing you. So don't go anyplace. Stay close. I now want to turn here to our table here in the studio, and I want to introduce Mr. Anthony Chambers, who is the founder and owner and operator of Your Inverse, and he is Your Interverse.
Your Universe.
Your Interverse, and he is also a presenter at this Saturday's Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo. So, Anthony, talk to us a little bit about Your Interverse and what you're going to put on and present at the expo.
Well, first, Tom, I want to thank you for having us on, and we're indeed proud to be a part of the program. We were at the inaugural Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo, and they bring us back for a second time. But my business, we're about helping executive talent maximize their human potential. So, and we do that. The reason we're called Your Universe, because life works from the inside out. We all create our own personal experiences. We create our own reality. So we try to make people aware of that piece and understanding that if you're working it right on the inside, it's got to turn out proper on the outside.
Nice. And you're actually going to give a presentation at the expo on Saturday?
Yes, sir. We're going to have a blast.
Okay. And I think Joel, did you tell us they're going to present twice? They're going to do this.
Yeah. So all of the speakers, some of the speakers that Angela has curated, are giving 2 sessions, a morning and an afternoon session. But it's most of them are doing that. So the schedule is definitely on the website, and we've posted it all over social media. So I'll be doing a class. Anthony will be doing a class. There's 13 altogether.
Wow.
So it's a lot of free information. Unfortunately, some people can't be at this, 3 places at once. So, but there's always next year. So.
So what I want to ask is, can I catch all these presentations? Because I already want. I know I want to be at Amber's, and I know I want to be at Anthony's. Can I catch both?
Yeah,
Well, they're happening
there's a
twice.
schedule. You can. There will be twice. So yes,
That's
you,
good.
you have
Okay.
just kind of.
You might miss 1 or 2.
Yeah, you might miss 1 or 2, but
Okay.
But Miss Bachelor is going to be the only one speaking at noon.
Okay.
So there will be no other
Okay, so-
coaches
all right, good.
performing at noon. So she's going to be the keynote speaker. Yes.
And real quickly, let's talk about: is there an admission fee to get in the door? Or?
No, it's absolutely free.
Okay.
So there is no excuse
Absolutely.
to not to want to get the information. So
Right.
the sponsors that we have that help us this year made it possible that we don't have to charge anyone to come and get this information. It's free to attend.
All right. And Anthony, just back to you for a minute. I mean, how long what is your background? How did you get into this executive coaching area?
Well, it's interesting that you ask. I am an entrepreneur genetically. My
Yes.
dad and family have been in business from chicken franchises to mortuaries in California.
All right, well, let's go back to the chicken franchises. I'm kind of a wing person, so
Yeah, so am I. So am I. But my dad, when he was also a minister, and when he went to pray for the sick, he often said he had a conflict of interest because he was in the mortuary business at the time.
Yeah, I like it.
But I have been in business for myself successfully for, I think it's been half my life, so 36 years, 33 years, 33
Okay.
years.
I'm thinking as Greg pointed out, obviously, did you spend some time in radio? You've got the voice for radio.
Well, I am a friendly competitor. I'm your friend in the night. So I do a love show on another station.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. Give
Go
us some
ahead.
shameless
Yes.
plugs.
Get the plug.
I'm your friend in the night on 104.5, The
Nice.
Flame, the hottest
Okay.
R&B hits and oldies, bigger and better.
All right. And what time is the show?
My show is Monday through Thursday, 8 to midnight.
Okay. All right.
See, we could tell Alice that we're going to hire him as our new voice.
Be happy
Yeah.
to spend some time with you.
Anthony, we really appreciate you taking time out tonight. I want to go. I want to bring in. We've got some more speakers we've got them lined up out here. I think this is Tanisha Hill.
You
Tanisha,
are correct.
welcome to Small Biz Florida.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. So, Tanisha, talk to us a little bit about your background and what part are you playing in the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo?
Okay, great. My background is basically customer service. I've worked in customer service from the time that I was able to have a job. And so just having those relationships, it really gave me insight on different people and different types of people. So I have always had a heart to help, always. And so that's how I ended up in coaching. And I was a hairstylist for many years, and I coached from behind the chair. And so now with Gyrus Production, I'm going to coach anywhere. My motto is I love to meet people. Motivate, encourage, empower, and teach. And so I just want to do it from a standpoint from the heart. A lot of people have a stigma on coaching because they're like, oh, something's wrong with me. But nothing's actually wrong. A coach roots you on.
Yes.
They pat you on the back. They say, get up, you can do it.
Well, now when you talked about you have been in customer service since you could first get a job, you don't look much older than a person who just got a job. So
Just out of high school.
Listen, that was supposed to be my, joke of the day. I was going to say, I know I don't look over 20, but I am.
And of course, you touch on a key word when you talk about customer service, and it's something we teach. I used to tell my students in my marketing class there's 16 chapters in this book, but there's one common thread, and it's relationships.
Yes.
And you touched on it.
Definitely.
Talk about the importance of building those relationships in business and being successful.
Well, I feel that you can't really manage every relationship the way you want to, but you can manage them in a positive light. So it may not go the way you want it to go, but you can have a positive relationship where there's a positive exchange. You're helping me, I'm helping you. You're enlightening me, I'm enlightening you. So even if we disagree or even if we agree, we're still helping each other. And I feel like people, they don't buy products.
Right.
They buy experiences.
Right.
And, we're people, we like to feel, and we don't like to feel bad. We like to feel good. So when you're trying to sell a product, you need to make sure that your customer on the receiving end is having an experience, a feeling of something that they enjoy.
Yeah. Excellent advice. Now you're a presenter at
Yes.
the expo. What is the title of your presentation? I know we've got some good titles here. What?
Customer personality traits.
I like it. Okay. Go ahead, Joel.
I just want to add to her point. I've been an entrepreneur, business person myself for a long time, and customer service and customer relations is important because I tell the people that I work with, there's no such thing as no in business. It should be spelled as NOTNOW. It's not now. So when they come later, what was the experience they last felt? Because that's why you'll come back. So what she does is key for growth. And keeping that client coming in, and especially with Google nowadays, that customer experience can go a long way digitally if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to. So I think her session is definitely, if you're in the service industry at all, or even corporate, you definitely need to attend.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, great session. And how does now you have your own business, and it's a coaching mentoring business.
Yes.
What is the name again of the business?
Gyrus Production.
And how would we find you and get a little more information?
At gyrusproduction.com.
Okay, we can look you up and kind of get a preview of what you're going to speak about on Saturday.
Yes, Gyrus, JIREHS Production, PRODUCTION.
Okay.
.com. Thank you.
Angela, it really is. I mean, this is a great lineup.
Awesome. I mean,
Do we have enough seats at the Finn Center? How many can we hold?
They say 1,500. They say 1,500. So I'm hoping to max it out now.
Yeah. Listen, you got some great speakers.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I want to. We're going to keep moving here. We're going to bring in Gwen McLeod. And she is the owner and the founder of an organization called Successful Solutions. Gwen, welcome to Small Biz Florida.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
So same question as with everyone. A little bit of background on yourself, background on your organization, and what can we look forward to hearing from you on Saturday at the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo?
Awesome. Thank you so much for this opportunity. First, love to partner with the Minority Business Expo. A little bit about my business, Successful Solutions. It's a multi-service business center. So we provide a variety of services for our clients, including coaching, counseling. I also provide training for anger management if you're in need of that. We provide parenting
on certain
courses.
days. I'm in need of that.
Absolutely. Well, you want to keep my number handy.
Just 6 days a week, that's all.
Yes.
Right.
And so we also provide notary services, mobile notary services, a little variety of everything. So we're here for you. If in doubt, check us out.
Okay, I like it.
Yes.
And I guess, Angela, are the majority of I know Amber was a resident of our area for many years. She has moved to Georgia, but are the majority of the speakers are these local businesses that are out there?
Most, I think only 2 are out of the market. The rest are we consider market like Melbourne, Palm Bay. They're from this market this year.
All right.
Yeah.
And real quickly, I want to make sure, kind of highlight some of your primary sponsors of this event. Let's make sure we give a shout out to those that are helping you put this thing on.
By all means, we have Tico Studios as a sponsor. We have the EDC of St.Lucie County. We have ACCH Insurance Company. We have Jackson Hewitt, Al Johnson and Associates sponsor this year. We have a new sponsor out of Melbourne, the M. Gill and out of Melbourne, out of Miami. M.
right.
Gill and Associates are a sponsor this year. I'm trying to think who else. Well, of course, the county, St. Lucie County.
Right.
St.Lucie EDC.
Yes,
Yep,
EDC is a sponsor
Okay.
this year, and that type of thing like that. So those are a few right
Well,
now,
good.
so
All
I
right.
can get the rest of them.
So back real quickly to you, Gwen. How does one find you? Would one get in touch with Successful Solutions and you, Gwen?
Okay. I also want to put a plug in for my speaking topic as well.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, forgot that.
So
Most important
You
question.
do not want to miss this. I will
Okay.
be focusing on preparing your mindset for success. So if you're a person who's been going backwards and forwards, stopping and starting, hemming and hawing, you
Gwen,
wanna
wait a
be in
minute.
my
That's you.
session.
Are you telling me that's been my problem the whole?
Yes.
I just didn't have the right mindset.
That's it.
I've been telling you that for years.
All right, Gwen. I'm going to make sure I get to your presentation.
Absolutely. And they can find me at successfulsolutionsllc.org. Again, that's successfulsolutionsllc.org.
Okay. All right. So, Angela, this isn't everybody either. This is really just a sampling of what's in store for folks that attend on Saturday.
By all means, any phase you are in business, from startup to 20 years in the business, we have something that you can learn and good information that provided, and it's absolutely free.
All right. So let's reiterate one more time. It is this coming Saturday.
This Saturday, August the 21st, we're going to kick off at 9 a.m. with opening ceremonies, and the first session starts at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming there'll be food and drink available at the Finn Center? or
The Finn Center is over the concessions, so
Okay. All right.
allegedly they're going to be
Okay, that's
open
good.
for that. Yeah.
And basically, if we come at 9 o'clock, we can probably just start going to sessions and stay in sessions pretty much the
Yes. Yeah.
better part of the day. And when we're not in a session, we can visit the exhibit hall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go
Okay.
to
All right.
We have over 70 vendors.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And just to
All right, bring us home, Joe.
well, just to go back to that sponsor list.
Yep.
We have the St. Lucie EDC, we have ACCH, we have Allegheny Franciscan Ministries, we have Seacoast Bank, we have St. Lucie County, we also have FPUA,
Okay.
we have M. Gill and Associates, and we have the Jackson Hewitt's Tax Services, and We Venture.
Okay.
In Lincoln Park.
And and they're in the Lincoln Park Main Street
Okay.
Initiative. So that's just to mention some, and we're hoping to get more and add to that as we go, throughout the year.
Okay. All right. Angela, again, great job. I know this is an awful lot of work for you to put all this together. It probably takes, so when it's over on Saturday night, you get started on Monday morning on next year's, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Gwen, Joel, Angela, Amber, Tanisha, and Anthony, thank you all for coming tonight. And everyone else, stay tuned. We'll be right back with our good friends from the city of Port St. Lucie.
Taking your business to the next level requires money, and the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College has the expertise and connections to help you acquire your growth capital. Hi, I'm Michael Bernard, business consultant with the Florida SBDC at IRSC. We offer no-cost consulting and low-cost training to help you prepare and obtain financing. Whether you're looking for a traditional bank loan, government-backed loan, or a loan provided by an alternative lender, we have the tools, expertise, and resources to help you obtain the financing needed to succeed. While Florida SBDCs do not loan money or administer grants, our consultants maintain valuable relationships with local lenders and understand their lending requirements. Our certified business consultants, many of whom are former bankers and business owners, will provide confidential assistance to help guide you through the process of securing the right source of capital for your business.
For one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285, online at irscbiz.com.
I'm Jordan Bickett, the head volleyball coach at Indian River State College. My Lady Pioneers excel not only on the court, but in the classroom as well. We have 6 home matches in September and 3 more in October. Check out our schedule on IndiaRiverStateAthletics.com/volleyball, and we'll see you soon in the gym on the IRSC main campus. Go River!
You're listening to WSTU Stewart.
This is WPSL Fort St. Lucie.
And we are back. This is Small Biz Florida, the podcast and broadcast. It's all things business across the state of Florida and the Treasure Coast. Again, wow, that was a lot of guests and a lot going
smokes.
on.
Yeah.
It is the Treasure Coast Minority Business Expo, and that's all going to take place this coming Saturday at the Finn Center right there on Virginia Avenue in Fort Pierce. It's the fifth time they've done this expo, and it is a very informative and excellent program for any of those of you who are in business. So now I want to turn to another great partner of the Florida SBDC at IRSC, and our very good friend, Yvonne White, who is with the City of Port St. Lucie, and she is the Business Tax Supervisor. Yvonne, I can't ever say enough about the great programs that you have created and facilitate and manage at the City of Port St. Lucie. You're a big help and support to the small business community. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Tom.
Yes, ma'am.
Pleasure to be here.
And we have also got with us Kiara Brandsetter, and she is with the Florida Community Development. And so, again, got some great information to talk about tonight in terms of legal and tax issues. But let's start very quickly with Yvonne. Just a little bit of background. You've been with us a number of times, but give us a little bit of your background and talk to us a little bit about the city's business tax division.
So I've been with the city for 21 years in the business tax division. We assist all businesses that are starting their business or expanding their business. So we are a resource center in addition to a taxing agency for the businesses in the city limits.
All right. And kind of talk to us a little bit about the Florida Community Development Legal Project.
So I would actually like Ms. Kiera to speak about that, but the City of Port St. Lucie is just honored to be partnering with the Florida Community Development Legal Project to bring education and awareness to small businesses regarding non-transactional legal matters that they may come up with during their business term.
All right. Excellent. So, Kiara, kind of same question, a little bit of your background, and then talk to us a little bit about the Florida Community Development Legal Project.
All right. So, hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, of course. Yes, my name is Kiara Brandsetter. I'm the Advocacy Director of Community Economic Development at Legal Services of Greater Miami. And we are the lead agency in a statewide project called Florida Community Development Legal. And we provide free transactional legal assistance to nonprofit organizations and small businesses across the state of Florida. And we started with our work in the 1980s, providing legal transactional work to affordable housing developers in Miami. Over the years, we added other nonprofit organizations that are providing other types of community economic development in their communities. And then finally, in the past few years, we added a very big component, which is the small business transactional legal assistance across the state of Florida.
All right. So again, help us kind of understand what specifically what are some of the services you provide, and again, kind of stress the fact that your services are provided at no cost.
Exactly. So Legal Service of Greater Miami and all of our partner agencies are nonprofit legal aid providers. So we do not charge for our services. So we do not help in litigation. So if you are being sued or you are suing somebody, this is not the project for you. but we can help you with all kinds of business matters. That means if you are a startup business or a nonprofit and you want to incorporate, we can help you with that, help you make sure you're incorporated correctly, you're set up correctly, you have your proper documents such as operating agreements and bylaws, and you're properly registered to do business in Florida.
Wow.
We also help you again with your corporate governance. We have a very deep background in real estate matters, so anything from mortgages or real estate issues, title issues, we can help you with that. And the big part of our work is really the day-to-day business deals and negotiations. So whether that is your business being hired to do something to provide a service, or you're hiring somebody or another business, we can help you negotiate and draft and review contracts. So that's a very large part of the services that we provide.
Who funds the Florida Community Development Legal Project?
So the FCDL project is funded by the Florida Bar Foundation and other large grant funders.
Wow.
So our project is basically 100% grant funded. And this is why we can also only represent small businesses and nonprofits that are eligible for our services.
All right. And I guess you've probably answered the question, but is there some qualification other than being a small business or a nonprofit? Are there eligibility requirements to use your services?
Yes, they are. We have a few eligibility requirements. For nonprofit organizations, it's pretty broad. We're basically looking at nonprofit organizations that are providing a support system for low-income communities. So any type of nonprofit that provides some sort of supportive work for the community will likely be accepted into our project. For small businesses, we are really looking for small businesses or micro businesses that are low income, that are run by low-income entrepreneurs or minority entrepreneurs that are either located in low-income neighborhoods or are serving low-income neighborhoods. So if you feel that your business is one that would qualify for that, please just check us out on our website and apply for services.
So a small business who is primarily serving a minority community could use your services.
Exactly. So either if you yourself are either minority owned or low income, or you're in a location, a neighborhood that is considered low income, or if you're simply providing critical services to that community, you would be eligible for our services.
Wow. And again, primarily textbook kind of business, legal operations, no litigation, but you'd review someone's lease. You could help someone develop contracts that they could use in their business. You could review a contract before they sign contracts, help them get incorporated, help them structure C Corp, S Corp, LLC, all those kinds of tasks.
That is all correct. The whole idea behind our project is how do we support small businesses? And a lot of our small business they invest their life savings into their small businesses. How do we protect their interests and limit risks, liabilities? So that is the big framework under which we operate. And that means we're providing a lot of many very needed legal assistance. Right. So, contracts are always a big thing, of course. And during COVID, commercial leases were a huge issue since so many small businesses had problems paying their leases during the time. So we definitely saw an uptick in that. So yes, anything that's related to running your business, we're the place for you.
And what about kind of, it sounds like to me, your kind of your sweet spot is to help that small business that's starting. When that business starts to scale and grow, is there a point where the business really probably would move on to a relationship with an attorney? Is there a pathway with your program?
Well, we have 10 attorneys in our program. So once you apply for services, what usually starts is with a consultation with an attorney. So you'll have a 1-hour consultation with one of our attorneys to talk about any types of legal matters that you have. Sometimes we find the issues are very easy to resolve within the hour, but sometimes it needs a little bit more hands-on from one of our attorneys. And at that point, we would vet you. You have to be onboarded as a client of ours, and you'd be eligible to receive these services for a full year. And you'd be working
Wow.
very closely with one of our attorneys on a variety of business matters. If you're already up and running, making sure that you also know all the registrations that you need to have in your locale, and you have proper contracts to use with your customers and your employees and so on. This is all we can help you with. The other benefit of coming to us is that we have a very robust volunteer network of volunteer attorneys. So there are many attorneys out there, both single practitioners and in large law firms, that want to volunteer their time to small businesses. So once you come to our program and maybe we do not have the capacity internally, we can set you up with one of our volunteer attorneys. Or maybe the legal issue that you're having is it's a kind of specialty, very unique. So we might be able to find you an attorney that can assist you with that as well.
Nice. So talk about the partnership with the city of Port St. Lucie. How did that all come about?
Well, one beautiful day, I received an email and it said, I looked you up online and this was really cool. How can we get this service to the city of Port St. Lucie? So this is.
Let me guess, Yvonne, that email was from Yvonne, yes.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was something that I had envisioned for the city of Port St. Lucie and wanting to have for our small businesses. So I did look her up and I reached out to see if that's something that she could do or their office could do on the Treasure Coast, because we do not have any type of legal project systems on the Treasure Coast. So when she agreed, I was just elated.
And Kiara, are most of the engagements with your clients virtual, or do you have some staff along the Treasure Coast, or does the individual have to travel to Miami? How do the actual visits and meetings work?
Right now, everything is virtual. So the one good thing that came out of COVID is that we really revamped the way we engage with our clients, and everything is basically online. So once you connect with us, and that's also a benefit to us because we do have 6 legal aid providers across the state of Florida. So if you call us and you're in the city of Port St. Lucie, you may, get in touch with me from Miami or one of our partner agencies in Tampa or Tallahassee. So, we are across the state, but everything will be online. And that really fits the schedules of our small businesses as well.
All right. And I guess, Yvonne, the city of Port St. Lucie, I'm sure, as you always do so very well, you'll be promoting this service, I guess, through some of your programming and marketing.
Yes, and this is one of the avenues that we are using to promote this collaboration.
Right. You mean this radio show?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
well then, everybody will know it after tonight, I'm sure.
That's great. That's great.
Again, this is, when you look across, again, our Treasure Coast, and specific spots like the city of Port St. Lucie. And again, I've always highlighted the city of Port St. Lucie, and obviously a very small business friendly community. I mean, again, Yvonne, it's not a typical place to house all of this small business assistance, but your department has really done an excellent job of making sure, number one, you're in touch with services that support small business, but you're also very engaged in educating. You do a pretty regular class on home-based businesses, do you not?
We do. We do.
Talk a little bit about that program.
So the home-based business workshop allows home-based businesses who don't have a storefront to be able to market their business, but also to educate them on what they can do to market, Google their business, how they can be found. Just because they don't have a brick and mortar does not mean that they're not as good as or better than one that has a brick and mortar. So we try to provide all the resources necessary to start or expand their business. And we always like a success story. So we try to always get them to be more successful, thinking outside of the box and expanding their business.
Yes, and you do an excellent job. So how does this whole process begin with the Florida Community Development Legal Project? Can folks contact you, Yvonne, or is there a way to go directly to Kiara? Kiara, I guess the question: are you the gatekeeper? Are you the first contact for these small businesses?
Basically, yes. I mean, we have a functioning website, flcommunitydevelopment.org. You can find us online, and you'll have a very nice apply here button. And that's really all that you need to get started. Once you click that button, you'll have to enter a little bit of information about who you are and how we can contact you, and just a really small blurb about what your business does and what your legal need is. And from there, you'll be contacted by one of our assistants who does what we call a more proper intake to get more information about what the legal need is. And then once that is done, an attorney will review the file, and you'll be set up with a consultation with one of our attorneys.
Does the Florida Community Development Legal Project, does your organization partner with other business assistance programs like the SBDCs, like the Women's Business Centers, like Minority Business Centers?
Yes, so we have many local partners depending on where you are located. So we have quite a list of referral partners. So if I have a consultation with a client and I feel like, well, they could really need some business planning assistance or something like that, I'll look at my list and then I can refer them to one of our partners. And that is also how we get a lot of our clients, because our local partners, like Yvonne, will send clients our way so we can help them out.
Nice. So, Yvonne, I guess, again, this is just another one of the tools that the City of Port St. Lucie has developed to really support and help the small business community, which is obviously very robust in the City of Port St. Lucie. And your city, the political leadership, the City Council and the City of Port St. Lucie, really the last 5 to 10 years is really very supportive of that small business community, are they not?
That is very correct. It's also part of our strategic planning to ensure that small businesses are observed.
Right. And I think you've got, and of course, Elijah Wooten serves as the community navigator. He is also very engaged in that small business space. Is he not?
That is correct.
Yeah. So again, you guys at the City of Port St. Lucie really have put a great emphasis on the small business community and really brought, again, a lot of resources to the community, including the Florida SBDC. We work very closely with the City of Port St. Lucie and actually have a partnership with the City of Port St. Lucie.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, Kiara, just tell us one more time, how does one get engaged? Website, phone number? How do we start this process? Because this law would be pretty popular, Kiara, here in Port St. Lucie.
I know. Once Yvonne was so kind of a press release and we got so much response, and the quality of the small businesses that came through our doors was very impressive. I would say I have already some of my favorite clients now from the City of Port St. Lucie, and I hope it continues because it's a really great partnership. So yes, flcommunitydevelopment.org. You can go to our website. We have free webinars and free legal resources for people to check out. It's a new website, so it's very flashy and we're still populating it. So as we move on, we have more resources there. As a matter of fact, on August 30th, we have a Facebook Live event for Florida nonprofit startups and the most common mistakes. If you're interested in that, you can go to Legal Services of Greater Miami Facebook page to sign up for that. And again, flcommunitydevelopment.org, apply online, fill out the couple of questions we have there. And as soon as possible, one of our assistants will get in touch to you to get you into the pipeline to see an attorney.
So, and I guess, let me make sure I understand too. Is this service available for all Treasure Coast small, eligible small businesses? You're not just limited to the city of Port St. Lucie, are you not?
It's available for the entire state of Florida.
Okay.
So
All right.
wherever you're located, you can come to us and we'll check you out and see if we can help you. And a lot of the services we also provide is just a general health checkup for a small business, right? So it's anything that a small business might need in terms of transactional legal assistance.
Okay. And I guess do you have some data points that you put on this service? I mean, it's got to be the numbers probably got to be pretty staggering of what the value of this service is across the state of Florida for small businesses. It's got to be in the millions and millions of dollars in legal service, is it not?
That is true. So we are providing, we have almost 10 attorneys working full time on these projects across the state of Florida. But I can tell you that we have assisted a lot of organizations in our time. Right. So we started in 2018, and since 2018, we provide assistance to more than 504 nonprofit organizations and 293 small businesses. Wow. So the small business angle is really picking up now, and we're seeing a shift towards more and more small business organizations. Okay. We also helped preserve or create approximately 1,800 units of affordable housing since then, and more than 3,000 individuals directly benefited from our services. Wow. A large angle is also the education. So you'll see our attorneys on different events and webinars and in-person events as well. So we provided over 1,200 events for training and technical assistance to our clients.
Wow. Incredible. I can't wait to start promoting this event or promoting this program myself through the SBDC. Yvonne, as always, thank you for what you do for the small business community. Thank you for bringing this program to us so that we could look to use this with some of our clients. So we appreciate it. It is the Florida Community Development Legal Project, and it is Kiara Brandsetter. And with that, that'll bring to close this segment of Small Biz Florida. You can always find out more about what's going on with us by visiting that irscbiz.com site. That's irscbiz.com. And as always, want to thank our partners here at WPSL and WSCU, and a shout out to our producers, Linda Gonzalez and Katie Muldoon. And with that, we'll talk to you next week on Small Biz Florida.
And don't forget, if you want to visit Tom during the week and all the folks at the SBDC, it's the Pruitt campus now, home of the SBDC. You've been listening to Small Biz Florida right here on WPSL Port St. Lucie, talking the Treasure Coast webcaster to the world, and WSTU Stewart, serving Martin County and the Treasure Coast since 1954.